This is Beach Collegiate League Baseball on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network, and it starts right now.
Good afternoon and welcome to Beach Collegiate Baseball League action right here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. My name is Brandon Biscobing, and we are getting set for the fourth and final game here today at Myrtle Beach High School. It will be the Pawleys Island Manowars taking on the Murrells Inlet Longboards in their second game of the day, their second home game of the day. The Longboards won the early game today, the 8 o'clock game this morning, over the Myrtle Beach Surf by the score of 9-1. That's how today started, and the Longboards will look to try to finish the day off with another win. Longboards currently with a 12-4-1 record. The Manowars come into this one with a 4-11-1 record. So basically just about opposite records between these two teams. The Manowars would love to get a win here to get some momentum heading into the playoffs. Every team makes it into the playoffs. It's just a matter of when you play. The lower seeded teams play earlier on, and the higher seeded teams get first round byes. But one thing to know, we'll get you the starting lineups real quick first, before I mention my one big talking point, the one big note of this game that we will have to keep an eye on. Get you the starting lineups right now. First for the Manowars, it will be number 20, Gabe Crow, leading it off, and he will be the shortstop. Batting second, the right fielder, number 19, Mitch Macy. Number 15, Mike Miller, will bat third and catch. The cleanup hitter will be number 8, Parker Grezkevich, and he's the extra hitter. The designated hitter, Peter Kalinske, number 14, will bat fifth. Batting sixth and playing center field is number 22, Hayden Parker. Number 18, Tanner Sweat, will pitch and bat seventh. Batting eighth, the second baseman, number 12, Chase Wells. AJ Miranda, number 24, will bat ninth and play third base. And rounding things off in the 10th spot, the first baseman, as the game gets underway, and the first batter Gabe Crow will step into the box, and we are just about set to get underway. The first pitch to Crow. Curveball at the knees, and it's an 0-1 count to the shortstop Crow. Finishing off the lineup, the 10 hitter will be number 13, Jake McGlumphy, and he will be the first baseman. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball, some high heat that got Crow to chase after it up the ladder, and it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball swung on and missed for strike three. And there's one away. The starting pitcher for the Longboards is Grant McDonald, which is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1 to Mitch Macy. Macy from Baldwin Wallace College. The 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses high, 1-1 count. In his freshman year, batted .333 with 1 run and no RBI. Didn't get many opportunities at the plate. Only got a few at-bats. That ball is swung on, tipped at the plate, and it's a 1-2 count. Start time for this game was at 3:55. The 1-2. Curveball misses inside. 2-2 count now. A very cloudy day. Very ominous day for baseball here throughout the day. Rain has been a threat throughout. The curveball is swung on and missed for strike 3. And there are 2 away. 2 up, 2 down, 2 strikeouts for McDonald. And that'll bring up Mike Miller, the catcher. The first pitch to Miller. Curveball, strike on the low inside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swung on and fouled back towards the Longboards dugout. Or excuse me, towards the Manowars dugout down the first base line. And it's an 0-2 count. 79 degrees outside currently. And very cloudy. The threat of rain has subsided, at least in the forecast, throughout the day. The 0-2. Curveball misses up and in. And it's a 1-2 count now. But it is still in the forecast. 15% chance as that curveball called strike 3 on the inside black. And that'll end the inning. So 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts for McDonald. As we head to the bottom of the first inning. Still scoreless. First chance for the Longboards in the bottom of the first. Here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. First chance for the Manowars, or excuse me, first chance for the Longboards in the bottom of the first inning. The first pitch is a fastball up and in, and it's a 1-0 count to Colby Gordon. The starting lineup for the Longboards is number 7, Colby Gordon will lead it off. That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. And it's 1-1. Gordon will play shortstop. Batting second, the pitcher, Grant McDonald. He number 22. The number 3 hitter as the 0-1 pitch is a ball high. 1-1 count. Number 3 hitter will be number 23, Ethan Spraker, the third baseman. Number 27, Brant Sundin will be the extra hitter and bat cleanup. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 11, Bryson Payne. That pitch is fouled off. 1-2 count now. The 1-2. Ball low and away. And actually, it was a 3-1 count. And Gordon works the walk. So runner on first base with no one out. That'll bring up Grant McDonald. Sage Holderfield will bat sixth and will be catching, number 6. Number 4, Jake Roberts will bat 7th and is the left fielder. Ian Kalman will be the center fielder, number 9, and bat 8th. Batting 9th, the second baseman, Alex Sutton, number 10. And number 26, Casey Lawson, rounds things off as the right fielder and will bat 10th. That pitch misses high, 1-0 count. The 1-0 strike on the high inside corner, and it's a 1-1 count to Grant McDonald. Grant McDonald from Truett McConnell University. That pitch is a ball outside, 2-1 count. Batted .348 with 12 runs and 7 RBI in his season at Truett McConnell. The pitch. Ball. Oh no, a called strike on the high outside corner, and now it's a 2-2 count. Runner on first base, nobody out here in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch is a ball low, and it's now a full count. Oh no, actually, excuse me, that was ball 4. So McDonald will work a walk as well. That'll bring up Ethan Spraker, the third baseman. 2 straight walks to start off this game for Tanner Sweat, and that'll give me the opportunity to mention something that the Manowars manager mentioned to me prior to the game. With this being the last day, and I'm kind of surprised the Longboards haven't done this too, although they will get the day off tomorrow due to being at the top of the standings. That pitch is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 0-1. And that may be why they're doing it, is because they know they get the extra day off, or why they're not doing it, rather. Now that pitch is a strike on the low outside corner. 0-2 count now. The manager for the Manowars mentioned to me that they will not be throwing any actual pitchers. They will be all position players coming in to pitch today, as that pitch is swung on and fouled back off the catcher, and it'll remain an 0-2 count. And that may be why Sweat is struggling to start off this outing. The pitch. Swung on and lofted out into left field, going back, way back, and that will get off the wall. Rounding third, and deciding not to come home is McDonald. But that will be... Oh, no, actually, I take that back. Because of how that ball was hit and the uncertainty of whether or not Luther was going to be able to have a play on it out in left, each runner had to wait until it landed to tag up. And as a result, that is just a very loud single. So now bases are loaded. The pitch is a ball outside, and it's a 1-0 count to Brant Sundin. So runners on every base, with still nobody out. The extra hitter, Brant Sundin, up to the plate. He swings and misses at the 1-0. And it's a 1-1 count. Brant Sundin from Georgia Southwestern College. The pitch misses outside. Snapped all over to first and almost gets Gordon leaning. He was well off the bag. But at the same time, kind of lucky, because a lot of times those throws result in errors by the catcher and run scoring. And it's a 1-2 count. Brant Sundin in his sophomore season went 214 with 2 runs and 4 RBI. The pitch. Curveball. That ball is grounded. Slow roller to the first baseman. He'll tag Sundin out. But meanwhile, every other runner advances. That will be an RBI out. An RBI fielder's choice for Sundin. And now it's a 1-0 ball game. Basically, essentially, that was equivalent to a safety squeeze, as it was just a slow roller to the first baseman. The first pitch is a ball low, and it's a 1-0 count to Bryson Payne, the first baseman. Runners on second and third, 1 away. Already 1 run in for the Manowars, or for the Longboards. That ball's grounded over to the second baseman. Wells will throw on to first base in time, but meanwhile, both runners will advance again, and McDonald will score. So, Longboards manufacturing some runs in this inning. So mark that as a 4-3 fielder's choice, and the RBI. That'll bring up Sage Holderfield. That'll give me the chance to give you the defensive alignment for the Manowars. It's Luther, Parker, and Macy in the outfield, as that pitch is swung on and missed for a strike 1. A good changeup by Sweat, and it's 0-1. Miranda, Crow, Wells, and McLumphy, third to first in the infield, and Miller is doing the catching, as that ball is grounded into the hole. Fielded by Crow in the hole at short. Thrown on the first base just in time. Gets the sliding Holderfield at first. Miranda tried to dive for it, missed it, but Crow was there to back him up. And a strong throw over to McLumphy just gets his sliding Holderfield at first to end the inning. But not before 2 runs are put on the board on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 1 full, it is 2-0 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Middle of the order, 4, 5, 6 due up for the Manowars after they were struck out. Grant McDonald struck out the side in the first inning. Parker Greitzkevich steps into the box. The first pitch to him is a curveball that just misses a little low and away. And it's a 1-0 pitch. 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and hit out deep into left field. Going back to the wall and making the catch on the warning track is Roberts for the first out of the inning. That'll be a long out number 1 by McDonald. And that'll bring up Peter Kalinske, the designated hitter. In spite of the fact that Grant McDonald, and I mentioned this in the last half inning, Grant McDonald, that pitch is a strike on low at the knees. And it's 0-1. Good changeup right there by McDonald. In spite of the fact that McDonald is not a pitcher on the roster. Now that pitch, curveball, lined out into left field. That will drop foul. And it'll be a 0-2 count. In spite of the fact that McDonald is not listed as a pitcher according to the roster, he's done well thus far in this game. And that's something I mentioned in the last half inning, is that neither one of these teams are using regular pitchers in this game, trying to save arms for the playoffs. That misses high. And it's a 1-2 count. Kalinske from Washington and Jefferson College. The 1-2. Curveball hit over to the right side of the infield very weakly. McDonald gets off the mound and flips it over to Payne in time for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Hayden Parker, and with the 2 outs in the field, that'll give me the chance to give you the defensive alignment for the Longboards. It will be Roberts, Coleman, and Lawson in the outfield left to right. Spraker, Gordon, Sutton, and Payne third to first in the infield, and Holderfield is doing the catching for McDonald. The first pitch. Curveball misses low and away, and it's a 1-0 count to Parker. Hayden Parker from Notre Dame College, not Notre Dame University, Notre Dame College. Batted 143. The 1-0 ball up and in, 2-0 count. Batted 143 with 2 runs and 1 RBI this past season. The 2-0. Curveball popped high, but out of play behind the Manowars dugout. And we'll do it all over again at 2-1. We're here at Seahawk Field at Myrtle Beach High School. 330 down the left field line, 315 down the right field line, and 370 to straightaway center field. Already have seen a couple of home runs in this game, or in this day thus far. 2 home runs, 1 in the last game and 1 in the game prior to that. The pitch is a curveball that drops in on the low outside corner, and it's a 2-2 count now. But these hitters may find a little trickier to do so in this one, as the wind, when I was out getting the lineups, the wind is blowing in currently. That's a call on the low inside corner, and that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After 1.5, it is still 2-0 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Traditional bottom of the order due up for the Longboards, as it will be Jake Roberts stepping into the box to lead it off, the left fielder. Roberts from Salem Community College. That ball is grounded over to the shortstop. Fielded off the hop by Crow, thrown on to first base in time for the first out of the inning. So one pitch, one away. That'll bring up Ian Kalman. Tanner Sweat out there for his second inning of work. The first pitch to Kalman. Curveball on the low inside corner, and it's 0-1. Kalman from Weber International College, batting .176 with 6 runs and 4 RBIs. Those were his numbers in his freshman year. Miller goes out to talk with Sweat. Now gets set. And the pitch. Curveball swung on and grounded down the third base line. Trying to grab it and will not be able to hang on to it is Miranda. That'll be an infield single. That's got to be an infield single, because even if Miranda would have made a perfect play, I don't know if he would have been able to get Kalman. Although, at the same time, if I were Miranda, I would have let that one roll. I don't know if it would have gone foul, but I don't think he would have had a play anyway. That pitches the ball low. Snap throw over to first base, keeping Kalman close. I don't think Miranda would have had a play at third anyway, so I think he should have let that ball go and see if it had the potential of rolling foul. That pitches the ball low. 1-1 count now to Alex Sutton. The 1-1. Curveball just off the plate outside, and it's a 2-1 count. Runner on first base, one away. Both teams wearing their white jerseys, as that ball is popped foul. And we'll do it all over again at 2-2. Both teams wearing their white jerseys with the logo on front and black numbering on the back. That's a called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. And there are 2 away. That'll bring up Casey Lawson, the right fielder, with 2 away and a runner on first base. The Longboards wearing their yellow caps with the Longboards logo on the front. And the Manowars are wearing their purple caps with the Manowars logo. That pitch misses high. And it's a 1-0 count to Lawson. The 1-0 pitch to Lawson is swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. A good changeup that got underneath Lawson's bat, and it's a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Fastball grounded over to the third baseman. Fielded by Miranda, thrown on to first base in time for the final out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 2 full, it's still 2-0 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Bottom of the order due up for the Manowars as we head to the top of the third inning. Grant McDonald out there in his third inning of work. It will be Tanner Sweat, the pitcher, leading it off. Sweat from Fayetteville Tech. The first pitch is swung on and grounded foul down the first base line, and it's a 0-1 count. Sweat from Fayetteville Tech batted 246 this season with 10 runs, 2 home runs, and 12 RBI. Sweat will step out of the box. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and grounded over to the second baseman. Fielded by Sutton, thrown on to first base in time for the first out of the inning. Grant McDonald out there in his third inning of work was a two-sport athlete in high school. Actually, three-sport athlete in high school. The first pitch to Wells is swung on and missed for strike one. A good changeup by McDonald, and it's 0-1. McDonald, a three-sport athlete at George Walton Academy. Played wide receiver and free safety on the football team, and also played basketball. That is a fastball right down the heart of the plate that Wells just couldn't catch up with, and it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and hit out into shallow left center field, coming in and making the catch. What a great shoestring grab by Coleman out in center field, out in left center field, and there are two away. That'll bring up A.J. Miranda. The first pitch to Miranda is a curveball, drops in at the knees, and it's an 0-1 count. Miranda from Adrian College batted .324. The 0-1 curveball, check swing. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And it's an 0-2 count. Had 14 runs, 5 home runs, and 21 RBI. McDonald trying to get the side out in order once more. The 0-2. Curveball misses low in the dirt. And it's a 1-2 count now. That ball gets away from Holderfield, but without any runner on base, no harm, no foul. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. And that'll end the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We head to the bottom of the third inning. Longboards trying to extend their lead. Top of the order due up for the Longboards, as they are up 2-0 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. top of the order due up in the bottom half of the third inning. The Longboards trying to extend their 2-0 lead. Would love to get something going with the top of the order coming up. It will be Colby Gordon stepping into the box to lead it off. The first pitch to Gordon is a fastball that's fouled off, and it's 0-1. McDonald out there, or excuse me. That pitch is a ball. It's a 1-1 count now. We have a new pitcher on the mound trying to figure out who exactly it is as that pitch misses low and away. I believe it's actually the head coach. He mentioned that he was going to come in to pitch. That pitch is swung on and lofted out into left center field. That will drop in there for a base hit. So a leadoff single for Colby Gordon. And there's a runner on first base with nobody out. He's trying to get his arm going. Runner on first base, the pitch. Misses up and in, 1-0 count. Yeah, it is the manager for the Manowars. That misses up and in, 2-0 count. And we'll see how long he lasts. The 2-0 is grounded in the hole, bobbled by the shortstop Crow, but he will recover and get the runner at first base. So mark that as a 6-3 fielder's choice. They'll move Gordon up to second base. Now that'll bring up Ethan Spraker. He's 1 for 1 today. That pitch is swung on and hit out into straightaway left field. Leaping up and making the catch is the left fielder Luther. And there are 2 away. Great play by Luther. Having to get up a little bit, stay with that ball, and just had to jump a tiny bit to extend his range and make the catch for the second. Runner on second base. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Brant Sundin. That pitch is the ball outside. It's a 1-0 count. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 1-1. The pitch, ball low and away, throw down to third base. No good, and it will go out into left field, but a good job by Luther backing up Miranda at third. So that'll be a stolen base for Gordon, and now there's a runner at third base with 2 away. The pitch, curveball, misses high. It's a 3-1 count now. The 3-1 ball up and away. And Sundin works a walk. So runners at the corners now with 2 away, and that'll bring up Bryson Payne, who is 0 for 1 today. Drove in a run with a fielder's choice in the first inning. That pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's an 0-1 count. That pitch is a ball high, 1-1 count. The 1-1. That ball's popped high and foul. And it's a 1-2 count as it bounces off the top of the press box. That pitch is swung on and is a called strike 3. And that'll end the inning. So no runs on 1 hit. No errors and no errors and 2 left on base. After 3 full, it's still 2-0 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Ten 1-2 due up for the Manowars. As Grant McDonald comes in for his 4th inning of work. Leading off will be Jake McGlumphy. The first pitch is a strike on the low inside corner. And it's an 0-1 count. The 0-1 pitch to McGlumphy is a called strike at the knees, and it's quickly 0-2. The 0-2. That ball is slow roller over to the third baseman. Spraker will field throw and will be pulled off the bag. That will be an E5, and that will end the no-hit bid. Well, will not end the no-hit bid, but will end the perfect game bid. As a runner does finally get on base for the Manowars. That brings us back to the top of the order and Gabe Crow. He's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout swinging. The pitch is a ball outside, 1-0 count now. The 1-0 pitch. Ball low and away. 2-0 count now. Crow from Baldwin Wallace College was a two-sport athlete, actually a three-sport athlete in high school at Richmond High School, played wide receiver and cornerback on the football team, and also played basketball. Pickoff throw over to first base, keeping McLumphy close. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's a 2-2 count now. The 2-2. Pickoff throw over to first base again, keeping McLumphy close. The 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Oh, no, excuse me. Will not beat the third strike. That was a 2-1 pitch. Now it's a 2-2 count. The 2-2. Curveball misses outside. And now the count's worked full. Snap throw over to first base, but McLumphy is able to get back. The payoff pitch. No, will pickoff throw, and they get him! McLumphy didn't even try to slide in. He was caught leaning at first base, and there is one away. The payoff pitch now. It swung on and missed for strike 3, and there are 2 away. That'll bring up Mitch Macy. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging in the first inning. That's now 6 strikeouts for McDonald. The first pitch. Curveball left up in the heart of the zone, but getting underneath it is Macy. That will be flown out into left field, and Roberts will make the easy catch to end the inning. So no runs on no hits, 1 error, and no one left on base. After 3.5, it is still 2-0 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. We've got some old school baseball here as Kyler Kent, the manager for the Manowars, comes out to pitch his second inning of work. He will face off against the 6, 7, 8 hitters of the Longboards. The first pitch is a fastball swung on and fouled over to the third base coach. And it's an 0-1 count to Holderfield. The 0-1 ball low in the dirt. 1-1 count. As the humidity and the wind is really starting to pick up, the door to the press box keeps on being blown open and closed. As that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2 curveball misses high, and it's a 2-2 count now. And the humidity is also starting to ramp up. These teams may want to speed it up a little bit. The fastball is swung on and grounded down the third base line. Backhanded by Miranda. Thrown on to first base, but thrown wide. And that will allow Holderfield to get all the way to second. Mark that as an E5. And now there's a runner on second base with no one out. That'll bring up Jake Roberts. Jake Roberts from Salem Community College. Is originally from went to Hilton Head High School. He was a Seahawk. Not Myrtle Beach Seahawks, but Hilton Head Seahawks. As that ball is fouled down the left field line. And it's an 0-1 count. And no, it is not Jake the Snake Roberts. Although, if I had a name like Jake Roberts or any other name that is associated with pro wrestling, as that pitch is swung on and fouled back, and it's a 1-2 count now. If I had a name that was associated with with pro wrestling, and I was a baseball player, absolutely I would use their theme as my theme. That ball swung on and missed for strike 3. And there are one away. That'll bring up Ian Kalman. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Runner on second base with 1 away. The pitch. Ball low, and it's a 1-0 count to Kalman. The 1-0. Curveball strike on the low outside corner, and it's a 1-1 count. And the wind is really gusting now. I don't know if you guys can hear it through my mic, but the door keeps on swaying to and fro as that ball is hit out deep down the left field line, but that will get just foul. Didn't quite have the distance to get out. But if that would have stayed fair, probably would have landed by the 330 sign, and that could have been trouble for the Manowars. But it will just be an allowed strike number 2. The 0-2. Curveball, check swing. Did he go around? No, he did not. And it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2 pitch. That ball is belted deep into left field, and that one could go, and it will. See ya down the left field line. A 2-run home run for Ian Kalman, and it is now 4-0 Longboards. That one went up into the jet stream, and I guess the wind was blowing out on that one. And that ball just carried down the left field line. And it's a 2-run jack for Kalman. That'll bring up Alex Sutton. He's 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking in the second inning. That ball is grounded back to the pitcher. Fielded, thrown on to first base by Kent. And are two away. Good bounce back pitch by Kyler Kent. Getting Sutton to roll over that one and just hit a weak ground ball right back at him. That'll bring up the number 10 hitter, Casey Lawson. He's 0 for 1 today. Grounded to the third baseman to end the second inning. The first pitch is a curveball that misses outside. And it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0. Curveball misses high. 2-0 count. The 2-0. Swung on and fouled back. And it's a 2-1 count now. Two runs in already, courtesy of the 2-run bomb by Kalman. The pitch is swung on and grounded down the third base line. Great backhand by Miranda. We'll see if he has enough. And he will, although Lawson, for some reason, wasn't really hustling down the first base line. He just allowed it to take it in stride. If he would have been hustling, it might have been a tough play for Miranda. But either way, that will end the inning, but not before the Longboards put two more on the board, courtesy of the 2-run jack by Kalman. We head to the top of the 5th inning with the score 4-0 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Heart of the order due up for the Manowars, as it will be Mike Miller, the number 3 hitter. 3-4-5 due up in the top half of the 5th inning. Grant McDonald comes in for his 5th inning of work. The first pitch is a curveball swung on and missed for strike 1, and it's 0-1. Miller 0 for 1 today, struck out looking to end the first inning. McDonald, the 0-1 pitch, misses inside, and it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1. Fastball hits the low inside corner, and it's a 1-2 count now. The 1-2 pitch to Miller. Fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. And there's one away. McDonald is still pitching an amazing game thus far. That'll bring up Parker Greiskevich. He's 0 for 1 today with a fly out to left field. Greiskevich, a two-sport athlete at Brownsburg High School, also playing football. The first pitch to Greiskevich. Curveball just a little bit low, and it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Actually fouled off. And it's a 1-1 count. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and grounded into the hole, and that will get out into left field for a single, and that will end the no-no bid. And that ball just found the 5 hole in the infield, out into left field. And now there's a runner on first base with 1 away. That'll bring up Peter Kalinsky. Or actually, I take that back. There will actually be a pinch hitter coming in. The first pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's an 0-1 count. Coming in to hit is Fuller. Pickoff throw over to first base. As Greiskevich scurried back. The 1-0. Changeup that gets Fuller to chase it. And it's a 1-1 count. Josh Fuller up to the plate now. The pitch. Ball low and away. Gets away from Holderfield at the plate. And advancing to second and going about halfway to third, but then going back to second base is Greiskevich. So now runner in scoring position with 1 away. So runner on second base, 1 away. The pitch. Curveball misses low and away again. And a quick throw back. Not sure why Holderfield was trying to throw the ball back to McDonald so quickly. The 2-1. That ball is fouled off, and it's a 2-2 count now. Runner on second base, 1 away. The 2-2. Swung on and lofted into shallow right field. That will get foul. And drop in no man's land down the right field line. And it'll remain a 2-2 count. Runner on second base, 1 away. It's a 4-0 ball game. Manowars in the lead. Or excuse me, the Longboards in the lead. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And there are two away. That'll bring up another pinch hitter. It will be Nixon coming in. Be Jonathan Nixon. The first pitch to Nixon is a ball high. And it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0 pitch. Ball low and away. 2-0 count now. The 2-0. Going and getting in there all the way to third base. Gracekevich, I don't know what even happened. McDonald just completely lost sight of what was going on at second base. And Gracekevich just ran all the way to third base. So now runner 90 feet away. That pitch misses outside. The pitch. That ball's chopped foul at the plate. And actually, that's Mullins out at third base. He came in to pinch hit for Gracekevich in a couple of batters ago. Lots of substitutions for the Manowars. They're trying to keep up with it all. The pitch to Nixon. Curveball missed. Oh, called strike 3 on the inside black. Low inside black, and that'll end the inning. So no runs on one hit. No errors as McDonald strikes out the side. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning with the score still. And are they going to end this game that early? Oh, no, I take that back. Looked for a second as though the players were coming on the field to congratulate themselves. But no, Kyler Kent will take them out once again. So, like I mentioned, no runs on one hit, no errors, and one left on base. Strike out the side, then McDonald as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Top of the order due up for the Longboards as they are up 4-0 here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Top of the order for the Longboards coming up to the bat, coming up to hit. Kyler Kent in his third inning of work. The first pitch is a called strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1 to Colby Gordon, who is 1 for 1 today. Reached on a walk in his first plate appearance and then came around to score. That pitch is lofted into shallow left field, and that will drop in front of Luther in for a leadoff single. That'll bring up Grant McDonald, who is 0 for 1 today, walked in his first play appearance in the first inning and then came around to score. The first pitch to McDonald. That ball is lofted out into straightaway left field, but that one hangs up a little too long, and Luther is able to get underneath it for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Ethan Spraker. He's 1 for 2 today with a single. Spraker from Eastern Mennonite College. Favorite food is tacos, which I can agree with that. I like me some tacos. Likes playing Madden, and his nickname is Sparky. I also like Madden. That pitch, a ball just a little bit low. 1-0 count now. Haven't played Madden, though, in a couple of years. That pitch swung on and lined out into left field, in there for a base hit. Will be hit too hard for Gordon to have any chance to go to third. But now runners on first and second with 1 away. That'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Brant Sundin. The first pitch to Sundin is swung on and hit out into straightaway center field. Going back, and making the... No, will not be able to make the catch. That ball will go off the wall, but because of having the hold up to make sure that Parker didn't catch it, neither Gordon nor Spraker are going to be able to get any further than their respective extra bases. And now Kent will hand off the ball to a new pitcher. And he will come out. So we will have a new pitcher. We'll come back with all of his information in just a second. Bases are loaded with 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning when we return here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Aiden Wilson will come in to pitch for the Manowars. And he will have to get the Manowars out of this big jam. Bases are loaded with 1 away in the bottom of the 5th inning. The first pitch to Bryson Payne is a ball low and away, and it's a 1-0 count. Wilson, another non-pitcher, coming in to pitch for the Manowars as they try to save their arms. As that ball is popped high over towards the Manowars dugout, that will stay in play. What a great catch, just leaning his glove out and making the catch. As that ball was caught by McGlumphy, but in the process of running so far and then crashing into the brick down by home plate, it will allow Gordon to score from third. The other two base runners do not advance, however. That's a P3, and that'll bring up Sage Holderfield. The first pitch to Holderfield is a strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. Holderfield 0 for 2 today, reached on an error in his last plate appearance to start off the last inning, and then came around to score. That's a strike on the low outside corner, and it's 1-1. Runner on first and second, 2 away now. The pitch. Inside and just barely missed Holderfield. Almost plunked him. The pitch. Curveball swung on and missed for strike 3. And there are two. That's the final out. At first, the fielders, the defense for the Manowars at first weren't coming off the field, and then they realized, oh, wait, that's the third out. But not before one run comes in. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 5 full, it is now 5-0 Longboards here on the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. Bottom of the traditional bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up for the Manowars, and the two managers were talking about something in between innings. Not sure what it was, but as we head to the top of the 6th inning, this may be the last inning. Not sure yet. They may have been discussing that if the Manowars don't score anything here or something along those lines, that this game ends, as that pitch is a ball inside. Curveball misses in, and it's a 1-0 count to Tanner Sweat, who is 0 for 1 today. The 1-0. Curveball just a little bit low, and it's a 2-0 count. McDonald is still out on the mound for the Longboards. The 2-0. Fastball strike on the low outside corner. And it's 2-1. The 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A good changeup by McDonald, and it's a 2-2 count. The final day of the regular season. Tomorrow begins the playoffs. We'll have the full coverage for you right here as that pitches the ball low and away. And it's a full count now. We'll have all the coverage of every game here at Myrtle Beach High School, which will be the majority of the games. All of the winners bracket will be here at Myrtle Beach. The payoff pitch. That popped high over just in front of the first base bag. Now coming even more, and a triangle is formed, and they will not be able to make the play. McDonald tried to call everyone off at the last minute, but just could not quite get to it. It looked like Spraker was ready to make that play, but just could not quite come in and make the play. The payoff pitch once more. Strike. Oh, no, actually, a strike at the letters. Now the pitch. Ball low. The pitch. Is a ball low. And I think they actually did say that was caught. The pitch misses outside. And we have a pinch hitter up. It is Wilson in for Chase Wells. We'll get you all of his details in just a second. The pitch swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's now a 2-2 count. The 2-2 misses up and in. Now it's actually a 3-2 pitch, and Wilson works a walk. So runner on first base now with one away. And another pinch hitter coming in. It will be Littman. It will be Henry Littman coming in to hit. Runner on first base, one away. The pitch. That ball's fouled back. And it's an 0-1 count. The 1-1 or 1-0 is lined out into right center field. That'll drop in there for a base hit. Rounding second and hang for third and getting in there safely is Wilson, and Littman takes a wide turn at first base, but he will stay at first. So runners at the corners now with one away. Oh, actually, I take that back. That was a very long count. That was a very long count. I did not think that the count was that long. But apparently it was. Wilson came in for Sweat. And that pitch is now swung on and fouled off. And it's 0-1 to A.J. Miranda, who is up at the plate now. The pickoff throw over to first base. So runners at the corners with nobody out now. That pitch is a ball low. And I can't tell from here fully because I can't hear it. But I think it may be raining out there. So this game may be ending anyway after this inning. The pitch is swung on and fouled off. The pitch. Curveball popped high over towards the dugout, but it will get out of play. Runners at the corners. Nobody out. The pitch. Swung on and hit out to right center field. That will drop. And a run will score. That ball, neither the second baseman Sutton nor the right fielder Lawson knew who was going to get it. That will drop in safely. And that's an RBI single for Miranda. So runners at first and second now with nobody out. The first pitch is swung on and fouled off. And it's an 0-1 count to another pinch hitter. It will be number 13, but I don't have a 13 on my... Or excuse me. Sorry, my bad. It is still McGlumphy out there. That pitch is lofted over the head of the first baseman into right field. Rounding second and now heading for home. And the throw, they'll get the run home. And now it is a 5-2 ball game. And hold your horses, not so fast. This game may not be over. So runners at the corners now once again. With nobody out. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order. We'll see if it's Gabe Crow still up at the plate. It is not. It is Luther coming in to hit. The first pitch to Luther is a curveball that misses inside. It's a 1-0 count now. Austin Luther, who has been playing left field thus far today. The pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2, and it's 0-2. Runners at the corner, nobody out. It's a 5-2 ball game. The pitch. Swung on and lofted out into shallow left field. Coming in and making the catch is the right fielder Roberts. And that will not, or the left fielder Roberts, excuse me. And that will not be deep enough to advance either runner. So an unproductive out for Luther. And that'll bring up, as now Kent will bat. Kyler Kent will come in to bat now. The first pitch to Kent. Pickoff throw over to first base. No. McGlumphy gets back in. This is some old school baseball right here. The manager, a player manager today. The ball outside. And it's a 1-0 count. The 1-0. Swung on and grounded over to the shortstop. Weakly hit, but an easy throw to get Kent out at first base. And there are two away, but meanwhile, that will drive the run home from third. So a productive out for Kent. And now it is 5-3. Oh, actually, I take that. Looks like that may be the ball game. It will be. Not sure where the last out came from. But either way, that will end the game. The Manowars lose this one by a score of 5-2. And that'll wrap it up for us today. And we'll wrap it up for the 2021 Beach Collegiate Baseball League season. We will be back tomorrow for the first day of the playoffs. Full schedule and bracket will be coming out later on this evening. So once again, final score in this one, 5-3. Longboards win this one in 6. This has been a presentation of the Beach Collegiate Baseball League Network. I'm Brandon Biskobing saying so long, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow for day one of the 2021 Beach Collegiate Baseball